Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Demo Review. Today we'll be going with a man by the name of Sima, and let's get right into it again. This time I have to start it up. Alright. Looks like they win 16-2. He does pretty decent, has a 2.0 KD I believe. Boom. Alright, Sima. So, looks like you guys are on CT side. What I recommend is either buying armor, buying a kit with a nade, or just full nades. Looks like you're just going straight for the armor. I like this. It's alright. You're staying mid. It's a good distance. This is a good range to be peeking, since USPs have advantage over Glocks because they're more accurate over a longer distance. Alright, so teammate should be calling B rush. Looks like he was right. It's not a fake. Looks like you get stuck there. Work on your movement a little bit. Look at your crosshair placement right now. It's really low. You're aiming at the hip level. That time you're aiming a little higher. It's just nice. So, no last guy's ban. You hear him shoot to the right. Alright, take you a second there. Obviously, again, pay attention more to your surroundings. Listen for those certain gun sounds, because each gun makes a different sound. You hear the Glock coming from your right side. You should have reacted a little bit faster. You should have known that he pushed out a van while you move into a different angle. Also, when you're shooting, try not to stay still. Makes you an easier target for pistols, especially because pistols have very high accuracy when they're running and moving. Let's go to the next round. So, you guys win that. You buy a scout because you're going mid. Goodbye. Buy a kit. Looks like you have 1300. Or buy some nades right if they rush A. You can throw a nade over, help out your teammates. Or throw a couple pot flashes. Nades are your friends. You need those. And it looks like they're doing an A rush. Making sure no one's pushing mid. It's nice. Good rotate over right here. Watching for that Tetris peak. You guys have good positioning right now. Good shot by you. Boom, you do some good damage this round, you get a kill. You light one guy up. Very solid. But next time, try to be careful if there was a guy lurking, because at higher levels Counter-Strike, you will see people bait their teammates. Might come late in the connector, he might kill you, so just be aware of that once you get into a higher skill bracket. Third round op. Not bad. They didn't get the bomb plant down the first round, so you don't really have to worry about them buying too much right here. So this is kind of overkill. Looks like you're just forcing these shots. Not really sure where they're going. You should be calling out cat. You should be calling out there's a lot mid still. You hear at least two. Again, really gotta hit those shots with the op. It's accurate, long range, one shot kill. Through armor. If you hit the legs though, it's only 90. But don't try to rush those shots if you don't have to. If you don't have a good angle in it, if they know where you're playing at, window, right? You have a lot of crosshairs focused on that area waiting for you to peek. So it's very risky the more times you peek the same spot over and over again. Maybe wait like a minute. Well, not a minute, but let's say like 20 seconds right before you peek window again. Let them think that you rotated off, and then peek it, and then try to get a kill. Instead of you peeking the same angle over and over again and getting pre-fired. So you're holding top mid. It's a common angle. Higher level players, they pre-fire this angle a lot. I know I do for a fact, even with an AK. Also reaction times looks like. Good pre-fire, you knew what angle he was at. He just stood still for you. So you're in a really good spot here. You can kind of watch the connector push. You saw that nade come from T-ramp and you're watching pallets. It could be mid. He looks like he realized that. Just check it real quick. I was thinking to go help out B. I like this. You have a teammate connector. He can watch back and forth. Again, this is a good angle. If they cross through and they stop for you, they'll be looking at multiple angles at the same time. Bomb was spotted in connector. Good rotates. You're not making a lot of noise here. This is really smart by you. A lot of players just love to like make a lot of noise for some reason. Just walk really loud. Gotta hit that shot. That was your shot to hit. So it's a 1v3 situation. Looks like you're trying to save. You heard that guy. Not sure where he's coming from. Just gotta hit those easy shots, man. It's not about how many hard shots you hit. It's that you have to hit consistently those easy shots that present themselves to you. Alright, you're opting for the P90. Looks like you're gonna give up mid to Lecky here. Because if you hold mid with the P90, you're probably gonna lose it. Oh, maybe you're rushing top mid. You move. Again, you can't get stuck on that little vent right there.
Laying down smoke. Throwing smoke. Deploying
Obviously your teammate. Friendly damage. Tell your teammates you're not watching mid / cat. Right? You don't want them to get flanked, right?
I'm throwing smoke. Grenade. Grenade.
Try to work on your nades. You wasted a couple nades this round because you're not sure how the grenade movement works. You're blocking your teammate right here. Your crosshair wasn't really hugging the corner as you were coming around, right? And so you're kind of pre-aiming, looking down. That guy was at an off angle for you, and that allowed him to get the kill before you even reacted to him. So again, just crosshair placement's very big. Teammates clutched around for you good, though, which is really nice.
Let's show them who we are. Smoke. Smoke. Grenade out.
Looks like you're playing B this time. You're doing a jumping scout setup.
Laying down smoke.
Looks like they forced up. So this is alright. They pre-fire you. Again, since hitboxes were fixed, you're more likely to get killed now while you're jumping doing that. So keep that in mind if you ever decide to do it again. Alright, you saw one. Call it out. You should at least know two guys are there just by the sounds of how many guns are firing. As well as your teammates should have told you because you died. Obviously we can see through the x-ray that two of them were shooting at him. Alright, you guys are trying to retake with 2 scope weapons. This is really hard unless they peek like that. So your teammate got the kills, 2v1. Alright, we know it's a fake. Right, it takes about 3.5 to 4 seconds. Alright, so now this guy doesn't know where you're at. He's kind of paranoid. Get him to your left.
Smoke.
You give away your position by throwing the smoke. He didn't know where you were at, alright? So you kind of fucked up. So, but it looks like he's just not playing this smart. He should have ran to B. Now he's doing it. He waited about 10-15 seconds too late. You should know, alright, I gave away my position. Obviously, if he's not here right now, he's running to B. You'd like to silence some more instead the AK. AK is good because it's a one shot to the head through armor. But with the M4A1S, you're taking that away and going for accuracy. So he knows you should be coming from A. Right, just double checking it. He's holding an off angle, and you just beat him. That was just bad play on his part. Looks like he wasn't aiming at your head. If he was, he would have killed you right away. So it was a good clutch by you, and he easily could have won that. Alright. Looks like you guys are stacking B. Um, you should know they're an eco, so this isn't a really bad call to make. Just weaken Jerry's site. Most teams in upper levels don't always rush B right away. And it looks like you get that bomb down. Shouldn't smoke that, your teammate's already pushed up, and he's doing a lot of work.
Counter-terrorists win.
Boom, you have, again, buy full nades if you have the money, buy an instant grenade. This is really good to help stop rushes, clear out angles. You have 2 flashes, even HE grenades are good, right? You throw it right at the beginning, that way if they try to push up, they take a lot of damage themselves.
Throwing smoke. Throwing flashbang.
You maybe should go cat, right? Go next right here and listen for apartments push.
Throwing a grenade.
By now, you're just spraying because you don't know if they're there or not.
Throwing a flashbang.
It'd be faster and a lot better for your team to try to get that apartments playing field. Either they're going to be walking or they aren't there if you don't hear anything. If you do hear them, that means you hear a few. If you hear a lot running, that means they're rushing it. Sometimes you hear them fall down or you hear some wood. Go switch on the concrete until you know they're going underpass. It's the little things, little sounds that you pick up that really help differentiate what their kind of game plan is for that round. Alright, you push in, nice flank, you see bomb. Teammates finish it off. Looks like a really standard game. It's like one-sided. A standard one-sided game where you guys are just dominating on the preferred side. And you guys are just out shooting them. You yourself, 6-2 right now, not doing too bad. Not a lot I really can critique from this demo you've given me here, but I'll try my best to. Notice that your crosshair placement's a little off. Again, you don't have full nades. Could be using that maybe to secure some more kills or not. So they lost a few rounds in a row. They can keep force buying. Boom, blind. Saw him. Good kill by you. Again, you hear where he's shooting from, your teammate dies, you see him through your teammate, you just don't react quick enough. But you should be relaying this information to your team. Alright, last guy's by stairs and B apps, might be kitchen, might be going back to his 2 spawn. A couple different places he could be going. Teammates clutch it. It's a good job by them. Boom, playing aggressive. Check your right corner right here. Nice. You don't fall through all the way if he was there. You're just relying on your flick. Instead of having your crosshair again, hug the corner as you're pushing around. Clear it with your crosshair. Then bring it around. It's just habits like this you have to get used to. Take a second here just to try to figure out who you want to shoot. It was almost really bad if you're playing against better players. They would have punished you for that. Both of them would have turned their crosshairs on you and probably killed you right away, instead of just doing 14 damage. Boom, you guys are up 9-1. You guys have a lot of money. You have full nades this round. There's a lot of things you can do. You have a good connector spawn. Just go, instead of just playing window, because that's what you usually play, just go straight to connector. Nade T-ramp. Maybe waiting a little too long here. You know, at least one there because you saw a flash come by. Again, you're exposing yourself. You don't really know how to throw nades. Oh. Here you just push out. So again, you don't really know how nades work. Learn how to different angles to throw them off of on sites. This time you just peek around, you peek wide. You don't really clear your corner right here. You see the first guy after a second. I'll say that's due to reaction times, but by then the second guy ramp peeks you and you die. And that's where they get their second round. So it looks like you guys give up no more rounds this half or next half. And let's see, you buy an AUG. You have a lot of money, you can mess around with these guys. You guys are up 9-2. I wouldn't buy the AUG. It's just an extra waste of $300. Oh, you don't have flashes either. And you do a late pick window. Good kill by you.
Throwing flashbang.
Pushing top mid. Looks like you want to get that up. Yep. You know where bomb's down at. Could be T-spawn, it could be Palace, but looks like he's T-ramp. Clouds Tetris. You have a good window pick here, good window spawn. Not the best, but it's still pretty good.
Let's give it to the boys.
Crouch a little too soon there.
Grenade out.
Again, you wide peek. You don't know how many is top mid. You get picked off by trying to get stuck in between two different angles that the teams are holding. One push smoke. You gotta always be careful for the push to smoke. Don't always like watch the right side, right, with your op, especially because it gives you a big tunnel vision because of the scope. And so again, you just wide peeked. You got picked by two guys. Well, basically, that guy hit the shot, but you had to watch two different angles because two different angles were looking at you. Team wins that. 11-2. You don't buy nades. Buy it, dude. You gotta buy these nades. Nades help a lot.
Let's have that from our left. Throwing flashbang.
Looks like you're gonna go B. If you had a Molotov, maybe even an HE grenade, maybe two flashes. If you hear them rushing, you stop them in their tracks. Again, come up to apartments right here on Cat. Try to listen. Teammate clears mid. Quick flanking. Learn how to throw a flash off the stairs right here. You peek wide. It's really bad recoil control by you. Again, you just jump. And you shoot your teammate. A lot of mistakes you're making here. You really gotta fix. Because if you were playing against better players, and if your players weren't so good, you guys would probably get dominated. Or maybe even it'd be a closer game. You guys still might win, but definitely won't be this easy.
Smoke. Flashbang.
Throw flash again. Gotta learn how to throw nades, dude. Important. Alright, a couple there. Gotta watch for the window hop out. Your cross reference is atrocious. Their aim's just as bad too. I just want to say that like you gotta know where they can shoot you from. So you're exposed to 3 different angles right there. You were just focused on Van though. I think the more primary threat would be looking at those windows. So you should have your crosshair there instead. If one guy peeks out from that plateau right there, you just flick to him. If he peeks out Van, flick to him. But you should always have your crosshair where you think they're gonna most likely be dangerous from. And usually if they're rushing like that, it's going to be a window because if they hop out, it's hard to hit them as they're falling down. If they just stay up in the window, they can peek you, hide in the corner, peek again, stuff like that. But then again, you were exposed to 3 different angles. Try to limit how many angles you're exposed to. Boom, your team's doing work. You know, last guy's somewhere on site. You throw a random smoke, that smoke helps them more than it helps you. There's really no reason for it. If he was in apps right, you do that smoke on bomb. Would have been a lot better, but you just wasted it. But last round, whatever, you guys still win. But it's little mistakes like that that you think, oh, it's no big deal right now. If you do that when you get into higher skill games, you play with better players, it just doesn't work, and you get slaughtered. You get heavily punished for the little mistakes you do. So now it's pistol round. T side looks like you guys all opted for armor. Looks like you guys 5 decoy strats somewhere. Looks like you guys are just waiting. Oh, looks like you're going bomb towards mid.
Decoy is out. Decoy.
Team's griefing.
Throwing the decoy.
You're hiding with the bomb like this, not really playing too aggressive. If they spot the bomb, they might swarm you. Again, you're just in bad positioning. Your teammate should have told you, hey, B's open. You should have gone back top mid, back to T-App's entrance, and gone there. 14-2. Looks like we got 2 rounds left. Looks like going for the scout. You should be picking mid. Oh, you go up there, you waste your time. Could have gotten mid a lot faster. Could have got a lot set up a lot faster as well. Tagged him. Teammate finishes him off. Alright, looks like it's going to be 15-2. You hear him underpass.
I'm throwing a flashback.
Here's you. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, last round. Let's see what you do. Good auto shotty. Looks like you're just messing around. You're up 72. Really nothing for me to critique. Game man tier, so I'm really just gonna bring it right into my major points, what I do with every video. So let's start off with the first topic is your aim. So this includes accuracy, recoil control, crosshair placement. It's pretty bad. On a scale of 1 to 10, I probably rate it like a 3 or 3.5 best. You're aiming a lot at the chest. You weren't really compensating for recoil that much when you were spraying. Sometimes you would have it at head level, but most of the time you really just got to keep it there. When you're coming around corners, put the crosshair, hug it, right? Check it all the way until you hit another corner. Then again, put your crosshair on next to the corner, hug it. Do the same thing over and over again. Until you, unless you know for certain no one's there, you should just be half-assing checks, especially when you push B-apps there. If there's a guy deep corner, you have to rely on the flick instead of properly clearing it all the way. Let's go to movement. There were a couple times you got stuck by the vent tunnel, door entrance right to window from CT spawn. You gotta get better movement. Most of the time you were walking when you were supposed to. We're making a lot of noise. Your positioning though was really bad. So obviously I'd probably give you like a 4 or 5 out of 10 right here on movement. And you know, just if you have 2B, you have one guy already watching B apps, just go straight next to the cat, try to listen, play sounds, etc., etc. That brings me to my next one, which is game awareness, which includes game sense and basically just your overall knowledge of what your team's economy situation's like, what your team's doing, where they're playing at. This in turn is like basically your teammates' positioning, whereas the previous point was more about your positioning. This one's about you understanding where your teammates are at, what they can be watching, and for you to use that to make logical decisions. And so, not really that good, or just it's just average. So I'll just give you a 5 out of 10. You have 2 cat again, or I mean 2 on B. Let him play his spot, help him out, and stuff like that. That 1v1 you did, very bad. Definitely could have ended it a lot sooner if you would have slow walked out and peeked it, because that guy did not know where you were at. Instead, you switch out for the scout, for the AK, and that makes a lot of noise. He should have heard that. Then you throw a smoke. That definitely gives away your position. Any good player is going to say, alright, I heard it. I heard that gun drop. And then he threw a smoke. He's definitely in Palace. He would have ran straight B. He could have planned it for Cat and played Cat like a smart player would do. But he was really dumb, so you guys just took advantage of that. My last topic is your grenades. You don't buy full grenades. Definitely got to buy full grenades when you have the money, especially when you guys are up a lot. Make sure they don't win. Molotovs, HE grenades, a flash, and a smoke. Standard buy. I'd like to do smoke, 2 flashes, and a Molotov because it's just instance and Molotovs just help cut off angles on T side, right? Clears it out for you so you don't have to clear it out yourself. On CT side, it stops rushes. If you know there's a couple, if there's someone like stuck in the corner somewhere, burn him out as he's trying to jump out, shoot him. Alright, HE grenades, good to throw, right? At the start of a round when you know the timings for where the enemy can be. So CT side, T-RAM, usually about 10-ish seconds after the round starts is when you want to throw it. Flashes are good. Flash out your teammate, flash yourself out. That way it gives you more an advantage to kill. The point of the game is to kill when you have the advantage, or to try to peek them when you have the advantage. Alright, so that concludes my video. Overall, you just played people that were a lot shittier than you, and you have a lot to work on. I really hope you take most of these points into consideration when you try to improve your gameplay.